Hey everyone, what's up? How are ya? Hope you're fine. My name is Anya, and it's time for some creepy videos that will hopefully be creepy. So yeah, let's go.
Hello everyone, my name is Sir Spooks, and today we'll take a look at 5 scary videos. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any future uploads. Alright, let's begin. This first video was published to TikTok by a user known as T-Mama, who says that the following clip was recorded 2 months after her brother passed away, and she says that her daughter has been talking to him from the dead ever since then. In the video, you can actually hear something that sounds to be the uncle talking right back to the little girl. Take a listen and see if you can hear it.
Who are you talking to?
Well, I've heard many stories of this sort, that babies can talk to the dead, or babies or small kids, I think up to the age of 6. But I don't think you would hear the voice of the person who passed. Otherwise, I'd believe otherwise that would be one of the first videos in a long time that I would immediately believe, like, yeah, sure, pretty positive that kid is talking to the uncle.
No. Apple. No.
It's so cute.
Who are you talking to? Who are you talking to?
Shit. Excuse me for a second. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, a call from mom. Problems with the internet. No, actually here, it was just, you know, when YouTube sometimes gets stuck and you have the thingy in the middle, that happened to her and she wanted me to solve it. Yeah, let's go on.
Apparently, if you listen hard enough, you can hear a voice telling the girl to say uncle. Listen carefully. If this is faked, then it is definitely highly impressive, as we cannot see any other person in the room that would be able to be heard that clearly. And it's...
If that's fake, I find that quite morbid. But at the same time, I don't think you would hear the uncle. Although I don't know, I've never had a situation like that or been close to any, you know, to witness it, so I don't know. I don't want it to be fake, because as I said, that would be just too morbid, using your brother's death to promote your kid like that.
certainly seems as if the young girl is having a conversation with somebody that cannot physically be seen in the room. Of course, something like this could be added in editing, but a sound like that would stand out like a sore thumb. What do you make of this strange video? Is this girl actually talking to her deceased uncle? If not, then what is making that strange voice-like sound?
She's definitely
This
talking
video
to
will likely
someone.
never get answers.
It's really cute.
This clip was published to TikTok by a user named Annie Costolani and showcases footage from a nanny cam. In the video, we can watch what is presumably the uploader sitting down and simply relaxing, when all of a sudden, something utterly terrifying happens that catches her completely off guard. Take a look.
Maybe there's a mouse inside the bag. Or a rat.
All seems to be going perfectly fine until random objects begin to move around, seemingly all by themselves on the table, causing the woman to run out of the room in a state of sheer panic and terror. At the end of the video, we can see the woman slowly head upstairs before eventually trying to get one last look at the creepy incident, almost as if she needs to confirm that what just happened wasn't all in her head. This last look confirms it.
Looks like someone's pranking her and pulling the bag off on a string, or maybe it is a ghost who wants to save her from whatever crap is in there that she shouldn't be eating anyways. Oh, and now the table moves as well. Okay. Nothing that couldn't be done by strings.
Nanny cams are certainly not meant to be capturing anything terrifying like this, but this video proves that sometimes the most terrifying situations can happen when you least expect them.
Or maybe somebody was there and pranking her. Maybe they wanted to get rid of her nicely, you know. So, hoping that she wouldn't come back because she's too scared.
This series of videos were published to TikTok user Tristan8104's account that seem to showcase some seriously freaky stuff that is sure to turn even the biggest skeptics into believers. In this first video, Tristan is walking around in the kitchen area of his house, seeming to want to capture something on film that he's waiting for. Then, when he least expects it, this happens. A second video shows Tristan walking around his house late at night
that radiator.
with all the lights shut off and him trying to talk to the camera while also being as quiet as he possibly can be. Just like last time, something scary takes him by complete surprise.
Yeah, move the radiator. Those things are usually heavy as fuck. Then maybe I'll believe it, that it's not pulled by a string. Or somebody's standing there, pulling the door
Upon
shut.
hearing the door shut, Tristan races to it to open it up and see what's behind the door, but is ultimately unable to find out the source of the strange disturbance, and the video ends.
Now the person
Finally,
could have
Tristan's
been
third
anywhere.
video shows him sitting around in the house watching a news program alongside his pet cat. All seems to be going perfectly fine until Tristan gets the scare of a lifetime.
As if watching the news isn't scary enough. Yeah, come on, that happens. My parents have the same, exactly the same. You have to bend it the same mechanism for their blinds, and one of them is a bit broken after all these years, and it'll just do it by itself if you don't hold on to it. If you have to pull it up carefully, and then if you let it go, it'll just go by itself. So that's just old and
Many people in
broken.
the comment section of this video are completely baffled as to how these blinds close so viciously, and more importantly,
Those blinds are fucking heavy. If you've ever gotten them on your head, you'll know they hurt like shit. They're heavy. So yeah. Mine, I have blinds in my bedroom on one window that you had to pull, and one day the not string, the cord, whatever it's called, it snapped, it broke, and the blinds just came crashing down, and it was fucking annoying to shove them up, and then I pushed them up too far, and now they're stuck in there, and the blind, and never mind. I had never closed them, or I've never closed them since that day, and yeah.
all by themselves.
Because if I would close
It's
them,
also
I'd
quite amazing
never get them
just
up
how
again.
calm Tristan is upon seeing something so terrifying unfold before his own 2 eyes.
Sweetheart, that's not
If these videos are
terrifying.
legit, then we can only hope that Tristan begins the search for a new home as soon as possible.
And there could be easily somebody sitting up there in that staircase. Looks like it's like a staircase. And pulling a string. I mean, the chair is just moving in one direction, so there's a string attached to one leg. Simple as that.
A man named
Oh, we've
Chris
had
has a
him,
popular
haven't
YouTube
we?
channel Urbex Hill, which typically consists of uploads relating to him exploring creepy and abandoned places, many of which are haunted. However,
course
this
they
following
are.
video, published to his channel just over a month ago, is not paranormal in nature whatsoever. It is simply an outright scary and disturbing video that will make your skin crawl. In the video, Chris ventures out to explore the abandoned and historic Westinghouse Electric Factory located in Cleveland, Ohio. As he walks around through the factory, he finds that the place is in complete shambles and has certainly seen better days. But he also makes a terrifying discovery in the process.
Homeless people? Drug addict? Homeless drug addict?
Yo. You need some help, bro?
Probably. Unless he turns his head and has some freaky ass horror mask on, then it's just fake. Ugh.
He's not even responding. I'm gonna leave him alone. Get the fuck out of his way.
As he turns the corner, Chris makes an audible gasp as he spots what appears to be a homeless man crouched in the corner, who either doesn't notice Chris or decides not to pay any attention to him.
Oh.
10 minutes later, you can make out something else on the left side of the screen that Chris seemingly did not notice at the time.
Sorry, I just had a burp crawl up my throat. Oh, bats. I love bats, they're so cute.
There's a lot of bats down here too. Damn.
Was that him again or a different guy? Well, I mean, it's, as I always say, what do people think about these abandoned places? That they're abandoned? Of course homeless people move in at some point. It's better than sleeping out in the streets. I mean, in Germany it's illegal to sleep out in the streets because everything's illegal in Germany. But we don't really have many abandoned houses either because we're quite overcrowded. I mean, we've become very overcrowded in the last couple of years since Merkel opened the borders for just about anyone to come in without having to show papers, and I don't blame them. I would come. But yeah, Germany is small, and we don't have space for empty abandoned houses. You know, whenever something's empty and abandoned, it gets either repaired or what is it, refurbished, something like that, or just torn down and something new is built to stuff in as many people as possible.
There's a lot of bats down here too. Damn.
So yeah,
A couple of minutes
normal.
later, while exploring an especially run-down section of the building, Chris is shocked by a discovery that makes him stop dead in his tracks, frozen in terror. Take a look.
Another guy? What? Why is he so shocked? I'm sure if he would pay attention to the floor, there'd be syringes lying around or all sorts of drug paraphernalia. I mean, I've been to places with you know, where people shot up and syringes were lying around is very, I don't like those places. But I don't know what to say. It's normal, unfortunately, to some point. It's sadly very normal for some places to have lots of drugged out people hanging about.
A few minutes go by before Chris eventually decides to leave and call it a day, which was probably for the best. Although these people may have been harmless, it is definitely not something you should ever wait around to find out for sure. This next series of videos were posted to TikTok user Harry McClarrick's account that seemed to document some seriously disturbing stuff that just so happens to have been filmed right inside of his home. In the first video, Harry's relaxing on his bed with his pet dog when it suddenly seems to notice something outside of the door, causing the uploader to be naturally curious. Upon investigation, this is what happens.
There's that another dog with the glowing eyes that just that just looked creepy. Sounds like a squeaky toy.
In the second
Have I seen that video?
Harry's recording on the staircase because he heard some rather strange noises coming at the bottom of them. Of course, Harry is quite hesitant to go down in case his worst fears come to fruition. However, his curiosity gets the better of him and he goes to look a little bit further.
I think I might have seen that one. That swinging star was just kind of familiar. And if something comes running up, no, that's another video. He goes down. Okay, I'm not sure.
In the third and final video, Harry and what is presumably his wife or girlfriend are standing still, trying to listen to the strange noises they are hearing coming from somewhere inside the house.
Well, it's obviously somebody's standing in there,
Stay away.
slamming the door shut
These
repeatedly,
videos are about 2 years old, but unfortunately we still don't have any sort of concrete explanation as to what exactly was going on in these videos.
Well, simple. Either someone's faking it, that they have a friend in there or a relative who's doing that, or someone has the audacity to sneak in and scare the shit out of these people. Yeah. Or perhaps it is a real ghost of a deceased loved one. What do I know? But
What was making those loud banging noises? Was Harry's house actually haunted? Or was somebody messing around with him? If you have any theories, I would love to hear them in the comments below.
But that still looks so familiar with that toy there and the star.
I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then subscribe for more scary content. My name is Sir Spooks, and I'll see you all in the next video.
I mean, that was great timing. I'm believing someone's standing in there and pulled open the door. But then, yeah, as I said, why is it so loud now? As I said before, perhaps if of all the hundreds of videos I've seen already, even if there was one that was really a ghost, I probably would not believe it, unfortunately, because I have seen so many fakes that I would probably have to be there myself to really believe it, because I thought a lot about this recently. I've been listening to a couple of podcasts where people were talking about this stuff. They had one. Well, it's German. It's German YouTubers who do all these kind of mystery stuff and paranormal and all sorts of these things. And they had on one podcast, they had a guest of someone who does these. What is it called? It's not a ghost hunter, but something similar. If people call him, he will go there and check out the place. And he says if there is something, most of the time there's an explanation for it, and it's really very, very, very rare that there is no way they can explain it, but which still doesn't mean it's a ghost, where I'm like, yes, I'm good. That's what I always say. But he too had 2 or 3 experiences where that just left him baffled, where he thought maybe it was a ghost. Was that the point I was trying to make? What was I trying to say? Oh no, he said that to what he believes is that if it is a ghost, then he doesn't really call it ghost, but he says it's usually some loved one that passed and is trying to get him or herself heard. But yeah, that was his experience, so what do I know? I would really love to have an experience like that, though. Although, as I always say, I'd probably shit my pants and scream, or just totally freeze up. I don't know. Oh, you guys, did you ever have a paranormal experience? If so, let me know. I'd be very curious to hear it. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you had fun as well. Have a great day or a great night, and see you in the next video. Bye.